Big Brothers Big Sisters and its board of directors welcome you to the Excellence Awards. An evening of brighter futures and our deepest gratitude. With special appearances by incredible kids and unsung heroes. Without further ado, please welcome your host for this evening, BBBS of Franklin County Executive Director, Jennifer Webster.
Welcome. I'm Jennifer Webster, the Executive Director here and your evening's host. I am so grateful that you joined us tonight to celebrate in the incredible power of mentoring. In 2019, BBBS of Franklin County joined the entire national federation of more than 230 agencies in focusing on JEDI work. JEDI standing for Justice, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. In that effort, we have made some critical changes to the way that we conduct our work, starting with how we present ourselves to the community. Tonight, I invite all of you to join us in using BBBS of Franklin County as our agency name instead of our full, traditionally gendered name with brothers and sisters. This is one step we are taking to support our LGBTQIA+ community and to show our allyship and our commitment to being a safe and welcoming space for all youth. Tonight is about celebrating brighter futures and greatest potentials. Many of you know the type of work we do and have seen the events we run, but what you don't get to see is the behind the scenes work of these amazing mentors and youth and what they're doing together every day to change the world. Over 100 years of research tells us that kids who are mentored are more likely to achieve academic success, graduate high school, are less likely to use drugs and alcohol as teenagers, are more likely to get involved in their community and volunteer themselves. They have better self-esteem and have lower rates of depression and anxiety. Tonight, you are going to see the 3 nominees from each program category: our community-based program, our Deerfield Academy site-based program, and our virtual high school site-based program. As a note, COVID temporarily paused our Northfield Mount Hermon site-based program this past year, so we don't have nominees from that program for you this evening, but don't worry, they're back strong in 2022. We will also be highlighting our 3 Board Member of the Year nominees later in tonight's program, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Lastly, before we begin the programming, we want to acknowledge how hard the past 24 months have been on our youth. As many of you have heard by now, the local and national data coming from out about our youth's current mental health is devastating. We know the impact of this pandemic and what it has had and how much support and healing our youth and young people are going to need in the coming years. We understand the momentous task ahead of us while we help bridge the therapeutic provider gap for many youth of our nation as we rebuild and we restabilize. So without further ado, let's get started. First up, we celebrate our newest BBBS program, our virtual high school program. This is such an exciting program for us. When COVID thrust the entire world online, it gave us the opportunity to use technology in an innovative way. In 2020, we designed this hybrid program to meet weekly online with optional monthly in-person gatherings, and we found incredible success. We focus this curriculum on online safety with mentors who role model how to appropriately build relationships virtually while using valuable technology tools in a safe way. We use trained 11th and 12th grade mentors from all over Franklin County for this program. Here to tell you more is our Board of Directors, Vice President, Michelle Blanchard.
Good evening. My name is Michelle Blanchard, and I serve as the Vice Chair of the BBBS Board of Directors. Now, COVID threw everyone a curveball, but thanks to the guidance and leadership of the BBBS Board of Directors and our internal staff, we took the ball and knocked it out of the park. Innovating and flexing to meet the needs of Franklin County's kids, We started our first fully online virtual mentoring program, and it was a big success. We kept kids connected to a caring mentor using only technology, and the results were amazing. I'm thrilled to celebrate this success by presenting to you the nominees for our virtual high school mentoring programs, Big and Little of the Year.
The first day we met, we immediately did a drawing, and we both loved doing art together, and we love to draw ourselves together doing different things, which is really fun. We also can just talk for 5 hours and just sit there because we love talking about our lives and our friends. We do a lot, but mainly we love to do art and we love to draw together.
Usually go on to Arts for Kids Hub and it was Read Across America week this week or last week. This week. And so we did an Arts for Kids Hub how to draw a book stack with 3 books.
Hi. My name is Melissa Webb, and my daughter is Mackenzie Webb, also known as MJ. And this is her 2nd year in the Big Brother, Big Sister program that takes place virtually. Pre-pandemic, we just noticed MJ was going through some changes and may need a little more support than maybe I was able to give her. And she's always I want a sister, Mom.
We did a scavenger hunt at Unity Park. So I remember I got there first, and then MJ and her mom showed up, and she was like, "Oh my God!" And then we hugged, and it was so cute. And I think her mom was crying a little. It was just such a wholesome moment.
It was very emotional for both of them to have this person that they had been communicating with via on a screen with, to then turn around and have actual face-to-face contact with. I find it, she has 2 little brothers and Maeve has an older brother. So it's kind of neat because the roles are reversed with Maeve and MJ, where Maeve gets to now play a big sister role, which she usually plays the little sister, and MJ gets to play the little sister where she normally plays the big sister. There were a lot of moments during COVID where maybe MJ and Maeve only had each other in some moments, and they looked forward to that half an hour, that 45 minutes of drawing time together. MJ and Maeve, I don't even know. They're just, like you said, they're just that puzzle piece that fits together, and I can't explain about it because it fits so perfectly. So.
My name's Samantha Scanlon. I attend Frontier Regional School and I'm a part of the Big Brothers Big Sisters of Franklin County program, and my little's name is Milady. We love to draw together and just be creative that way. And she's also a big fan of Hangman, so we love just to draw on our sheets of paper and hold it up to the screen and play Hangman together. That's one of our big things.
Sometimes we talk, but mostly we draw pictures, and I like coloring with her, and sometimes we make jokes, sometimes we play with toys and share what we like to do.
Whenever I go into the breakout room to observe Sam and Milady, it's incredible how real it feels. It feels like we're all in one room together. Just the way they are able to connect, to engage in imaginative play, whether it's playing with toys in their room together, whether it's just playing charades or other games that they make up. It's really, really cool to see how engaged they are and how real they make it seem.
I definitely know when I met her, she was a little shy at first, probably because I was a stranger to her. But now that we've known each other for over a year now, actually, she's a lot more open. She's always so happy to see me. And she's always so sad when we have to leave the meeting too, and that never happened before. And yeah, she's also matured a lot and has learned to like read and write. So we've like even practiced doing that together. I've seen her definitely progress and like grow up over the year that I've been with her. She's very creative and always positive. She's kind to everyone, even her brothers, even though they can be annoying sometimes. And she's very fun and adventurous. Like when I met up with her in person, we loved to climb on the slides at the playground trying to go up them. It was very fun.
We had a scavenger hunt, finding stuff. Well, it was very hard to find them.
And what did you think when you met Samantha?
I was very happy.
It's definitely worth it being matched. You can learn like so many things from whether you're a little or a big. You just learn from each other and grow, and it's really great to see all aspects of life. But I definitely feel like Milady's a sister because we share everything.
I'm Alexis. I'm little and I'm matched with Callie.
My name's Callie Berthium. I go to Frontier, but I'm actually a dual enrollment student, so I attend all my classes at GCC. And my little's name is Alexis, and we've been matched together since I think last September, so it's been a while. She is so like creative and driven. She really likes cooking and artwork and drawing, and she's in 8th grade, and so she's been excited about going to high school and had a lot of questions about that. So we've been talking about that a lot.
Some of them she'll like talk about like her homework sometimes and like kind of like how she's doing with it, and then like some things like sometimes what helps her focus a little bit. It's helped for school because like there's plenty of people like I don't know at school, so it's helpful being able to know how to kind of interact with them.
When we first started meeting, she was really like shy, and her mom's like main concern was that she wanted her to be able to like get out of her bubble, and I feel like she's definitely a lot more like open and seems a lot more like happy and less reserved.
I mean, we both love animals. Actually, the first night we met, my cat was like right on the couch right behind me, just so she was just kind of in the background right there. We do have like a lot of similarities, so it's like we both love like drawing, so we're similar in that way, so it's like easy to have conversations.
Yeah, and we draw a lot during our sessions and stuff, and play Pictionary and kind of more virtual versions of stuff that she likes, because it obviously would be easier in person, but we haven't been able to meet in person yet.
Like just like when I remember like I'm gonna meet with her, it's just really nice being able to remember that like I get to do that like this like Wednesday or Thursday. I kind of get excited.
I don't know, hopefully I've made a big impact on her life.
I mean, like me and Callie, like we've definitely become like friends through the whole thing.
Just watching these kids have something to look forward to during this most challenging time feels incredible, but there can only be one winner. Congratulations to Samantha and Milady.
Congratulations, Samantha and Milady. We are so proud of you. Oh, that was so exciting to see. Even though I hear about this work every single day from my team, it never fails to amaze me the impact. And then I see that trickle down effect from mentee to mentor. And I think about the impact on the mentor's life, and it just fills me with gratitude. I love it. All right, next up is our Deerfield Academy site-based program. This program is actually the first of its kind in the entire Big Brothers Big Sisters Federation. Since its inception in 1980, this model has been replicated in hundreds of programs now across the BBBS nation with astounding success. For 42 years, we have been matching Deerfield Academy juniors and seniors in mentoring relationships with Franklin County youth. They meet weekly on the Deerfield Academy campus, where they are introduced to arts and culture and diversity and athletics and a wealth of academic resources, all through the lens of friendship and connection. Here to share more about the Deerfield Academy nominees for Big and Little of the Year is board member Christina Jetty.
It is my honor to be here. My name is Christina Jetty, and I serve on the board of directors for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Franklin County. I am also the mother of two incredible children, both of whom have benefited from being matched in our first of its kind site-based mentoring program at Deerfield Academy. Having a high school mentor allowed my children to get a glimpse of their future, spending time with someone not too much older, but just old enough to have learned how to navigate the road to adulthood. So tonight, I am proud to present the nominees for the Deerfield Academy site-based programs Big and Little of the Year.
I'm Ismay. I am a senior at Deerfield, and my little is Raisa. I've always loved spending time with younger kids. I'm a camp counselor in the summer, and when I heard about Big Brothers Big Sisters, I knew I wanted to do it because I don't really have access to spending time with younger kids at Deerfield. So I just wanted to get a chance to get to know a younger kid from around here. So yeah.
We both really like to draw and read, and we like to play games and stuff. Those are some things we have in common. So yeah.
I don't ever have to fight with her about getting on her call with Esme, or she's totally into it, so it's awesome. She gets huge value out of just engaging and interacting with somebody who's in, I don't know what grade she's in, but 10th or 11th grade.
I've noticed that Raisa is definitely quiet at first. She was pretty shy when we first started meeting, and obviously over our many meetings together, she's opened up to me, but I do know that she is a bit shy, and I was similar when I was younger, so I can definitely relate to her on that.
Well, I really enjoy talking to her. We usually share about what we did over the weekend, what we're gonna do and stuff. So I really I get excited to talk to her and stuff.
She also can be very talkative if she is in the mood, and she loves to tell stories just about her life and things that have happened. She's definitely very caring. She has a lot of animals that she cares for. She has a bunch of chickens and a dog. And I know that she has a younger sister with Down syndrome that she helps care for. And I've just learned a lot about how I've grown as a person by talking to her and hearing how she kind of conducts her life. And yeah, it's been pretty cool to help her kind of go through the same things that I did and give her advice based on my own experiences.
Well, it's just really nice because we share a lot of things in common, and she really understands me, and yeah.
There's huge value from just having mentors and people that are a little bit ahead of you. I see how much just talking to an older person that's not a parent has helped her.
Hi, I'm Julia Schulman. I'm a senior and my little is Summer.
And tell me why you decided to become a BBBS Big through the Deerfield Academy program.
I love working with little kids, and I'm an only child, so I've never really had, when I was younger, I didn't really have the opportunity to like work with kids that much. But then over the past like 4 or 5 years, I've been a camp counselor for riding camp in the summers, and like I love just like interacting with the kids and just kind of seeing how they grow over the couple weeks. A couple years before the program started, which we didn't realize until like a couple weeks in, she was actually one of the camp kids for the camp I was a counselor at.
We have a lot of things in common, and she rides at Mount Toby and rides there, and I'm gonna start riding there on Wednesday.
Julia and Summer have built their relationship around one main shared interest, which is horses and horseback riding. It's really fun to step into the observation room and to watch them during their program meetings talk about horses, whether it's quizzing each other, whether it's watching videos, discussing their own experiences, and also sharing their dreams for the future and their hopes and what they want to accomplish.
She loves horses, and like so do I. So there's some different like horse-related board games we talked about trying to play that you can do with 2 players or more. Also like drawing a bit more in person and doing different crafts.
Well, it's nice for Summer to have someone who's there just to pay attention to her and to have that relationship and not have it be squeezed in around the edges or truncated or shared with a sibling or, you know, I feel like in some ways having a big family I thought would give them all those luscious sibling connections, which it does, but it also takes away the opportunity to have more of the one-on-one time. So as the youngest, I think it's nice for her to have that.
It's been also really cool to see how, after building this really solid relationship based on this one subject, it's starting to branch out. They're talking about the music they like and instruments they play, and really just finding a wonderful mentor-mentee relationship.
Not every week, so a lot of times if some drama happens in a friend group or at school, she'll sometimes just talk to me about what's going on.
I think it's really good when you're the youngest of 4. She's actually the youngest of 7 in the cousin group, the family orchestra that she was just at. To have somebody that's really there just to pay attention to you, that wants to spend time and not have to sort of compete for the attention in this big family.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing them in person and watching their relationship continue to flourish and thrive.
My name is Yerok Song. I go to school at Deerfield Academy here in Massachusetts, and my little is Quinn. We got matched early winter last year, so we've been a little over a year together. Every time like our session starts, we kind of have this talk, we catch up, you know, like how his week has been, and then like anything special he's been doing.
Yurok is really cool. We like to talk about astrophysics, and we like to play video games together.
Like we would start having these interesting discussions. Like I remember him being like first hesitant to talk about just like space, because I don't really think he has people like that in his life to just randomly talk about like galaxies and stuff about. But I remember like once I started reciprocating and like asking like questions too, and like what are you interested about, like did you know like what's like the nearest galaxy of the Milky Way and stuff like that, he would like his eyes would like sparkle and he would start talking a lot. And
it's going great. And when we first met Yurok, when we were first introduced, I just saw it, I just said yes, like this is I could kind of tell that this was going to be a kindred spirit for my kid, who has these really intense interests in things that I know very little about, and I mean is miles beyond me.
We found that like mini games, whether it was like first like kind of like Hangman, or like he has an iPad and he likes to play a lot of mobile games. We found some games to like kind of play together, like online multiplayer games. Yeah, that's what we do. And while we play that, you know, we talked about a lot of like a wide range of different things. So it's always entertaining.
It's very difficult to find ways to connect virtually, especially with someone you've never met. So it's been really impressive watching Yurik and Quinn connect with each other and build a really solid relationship after only a couple months of meetings. Even when they're just together playing games, whether they're playing collaboratively on the computer or they're on their own device playing the same game, it's really wonderful to watch how engaged they are.
And especially during this pandemic where social isolation is so real and so hard for all of us, that to have this dedicated time every week uninterrupted, that I know that, and I listen in the background, I let them do their thing, I listen in the background, and I'm always just so happy that this is happening.
I really hope, I'm excited for April 1st when I first get to see him in person, because I think that's such an important part of a connection between like a younger child and like a big mentor.
With Big Brothers Big Sisters, everyone is a winner, but we can only have one Deerfield Academy site-based Big and Little of the Year, and that award goes to Julia and Summer.
Congratulations, Julia and Summer. Oh, I hope your friendship lasts a lifetime. Oh, it was so heartwarming. As you can see, just having someone to talk to who you can trust, someone who is there for you without judgment or critique, can make all the difference in the world. Summer, I'm so glad you have Julia in your life. We have so many more stories to come tonight, but first, I want to share some gratitude. We would not be here tonight without the dedication and compassion of our program staff, especially over these last 2 years. As they battled daily through their own lives impacted by COVID, they showed up here every day to ask, what do our kids need? They role modeled how to support each other, how to process grief, how to build resilience, and most importantly, how to hold hope. We had some really hard days managing COVID and all that it brought with us, and they always found a way to move forward. I am in awe of their impact. We also would not be here tonight without our fearless development director, Erica Almeida, and I would be remiss if I did not thank her in the middle of this production. There is no event too big, nor too challenging, nor too new for Erica's willingness to try. Moving this event from in-person to online just a month ago was a feat I was not sure could be pulled off. And oh my gosh, BBBS of Franklin County is blessed to have such a talented, energetic, enthusiastic development and marketing staff member. I would be completely lost without her. So Erica, hats off to you for an incredible performance tonight. You sure do know how to make us look good. And of course, thank you to all of you. You are the reason we are able to have such amazing staff to do this work. Our supporters and our 2021 sponsors are vital to our mission and to serving as many youth and young people as possible. Now let's hear from a few of our top corporate sponsors, as well as the amazing Erica Almeida herself.
Greenfield Savings Bank continually challenges itself to make a difference in the communities that we serve. And we know we can't do that on our own, and we rely on partners like Big Brothers Big Sisters of Franklin County to help us carry out this mission. Big Brothers Big Sisters of Franklin County's mentoring program has a direct, immediate, and lasting impact on the lives of children that they serve. And it's not just the children, it's the families of the children, and ultimately it's our community that benefits. Big Brothers Big Sisters of Franklin County is a valued partner of Greenfield Savings Bank in improving the lives of people here in the Valley. Greenfield Savings Bank is thankful, proud, and honored to be a partner and be able to support Big Brothers Big Sisters of Franklin County.
Hello and good evening. I'm Erica Almeida, the Development Director for BBBS of Franklin County. We have been here serving Franklin County since 1967 and have been 100% donor supported for those 55 years. That means if you've ever given a donation, attended one of our events, or just encouraged someone to get involved, you have had profound impact. Raising money in Franklin County, the second poorest county in Massachusetts, has its challenges, but as you are seeing tonight, it also comes with its rewards. Without you, there would be no us, and so we thank you. I'd just like to take a few moments and give our deepest gratitude to our 2021 corporate sponsors. Our other biggest source of revenue is you, our valued individual donors. Whether you're a longtime supporter or you're moved to make your first donation today, you are changing the lives of the children in your community. We turn your dollars into brighter futures, and the kids we serve today are your neighbors, employees, and community leaders of tomorrow. And now I'd be remiss if I'd let you go without inviting you to our 2022 events. The BBBS 0.5K Eat and Run event. You heard it right, 0.5K, a 546-yard walk run with dinner served along the way. This year we are featuring food trucks. The event will be on July 14th at the Franklin County Fairgrounds. And the biggest event of the year, Light Up the Fairgrounds, a drive-through holiday light spectacular for 3 weekends in December. Come to the Franklin County Fairgrounds and be treated to beautiful community-created light displays and a special appearance each evening by Santa. At a cost for just $5 per car, it is sure to become a family holiday tradition. No matter how you support BBBS, you have impact. So cheers to you and bigger, brighter futures for the youth of Franklin County. Thank you. To make a donation right now, visit our website, bbbs-fc.org, and click Donate.
Greenfield Cooperative Bank is always looking for ways to invest its time and its money to support the community, to support the growth and the vibrancy of the community. We all live here, we all work here, and we all want this community to be as successful as it possibly can. We feel like reaching children is the best way to ensure that the future has a solid foundation. We feel Big Brothers Big Sisters is a good way to help in the intervention into children's lives. Our focus really is to try to make today's children tomorrow's leaders, and we know we can't do that without supporting them to their fullest.
Without our incredibly engaged and enthusiastic board, we could not do this work. A nonprofit is only as strong as its leaders, and we have a hardworking and committed team. Every one of our 19 board members shows up for this agency in so many ways, and I am in awe of their collective support. Thank you for always seeing the potential in us and always finding new ways to help us show that potential to the community. Board members are not always highlighted or thanked, but you are the backbone of BBBS FC, and you are all true unsung heroes. Now, I hope all of you have enjoyed hearing from many of our board members tonight as they've shared their stories of how and why they became involved with BBBS of Franklin County. And to celebrate, I'm excited to bring all of you the first ever BBBS FC Board Member of the Year Award. I turn us now to board member Anitra Ford to help us recognize some of our outstanding members.
So good evening, everyone. My name is Anitra Ford, and I have proudly served on the BBBS Board of Directors for 4 years. All my life, I've been a big believer in the power of youth. So volunteering on the BBS board has has been a natural fit. It's incredible to know that the time and effort I dedicate to serving has such a big impact, whether it's volunteering at an event or helping shape policy. Every moment leads to a brighter future for a Franklin County child. I don't serve alone, though. I have the privilege of working with an incredible group of people who share a common goal: to ignite power and potential within the kids of Franklin County. That is why it's my honor to present to you the nominees of the BBS Board Member of the Year.
I'm Nancy Gifford. I have been on the board of directors for 24 years. Currently, I live with my husband. My son is a college senior and he's not at home right now. However, he attended board meetings as an infant and has been part of all the events that we've done all the way through all his life. I was working at the YMCA as the Membership Marketing and Communication Director at the time in November of 1997. And it was Dick Colgan, longtime board member, who approached me and said, "You need to be on the board of directors at Big Brother Big Sister." And I was like, "Well, what does that mean?" He said, "Well, you know, we have a meeting once a month and, you know, we do some fundraising and we look out for kids." And I went, "Okay."
I'll tell you why I thought and what the results were, why she is a good board member, is because number one, she is really dedicated to youth, the teenagers and the people, especially, you know, the YMCA kids are in and out. She was great with the kids. She was extremely dedicated to youth. She is smart. She was completely dependable. She'd be at every meeting. She'd be on time. She'd be at every activity. I figured out over the years, her serving on the board, she had to be to at least 400 meetings.
And so I went to that November meeting, and I don't think I've missed very many meetings at all in the last 24 years. So right now, I am an instructional assistant at Greenfield High School. And so I work with students, I work with anyone in whatever classrooms I'm assigned to. And having been on the board for so long, I've also gotten, you know, you get to know students one-on-one. And there are, I don't know how many that are current littles that are at the high school that have come up through the program or maybe started when they were in middle school. But a lot of times they'll see this that I have on the other side. And so they're like, "Hey, do you work for them?" "No, I'm on the board of directors at Big Brother Big Sister." So, and they were like, "Oh, I'm on board." I just had goosebumps just saying that.
Having a long-term board member continue to serve is invaluable. You know, I've been on the board since 2013 and been able to work side by side with Nancy since then. And just the little nuggets of information when we get stuck as an organization have always been very, very helpful.
One adult and one child, if we can save just one person and point them on a good path, then we've done what we do, and we've done it right.
My name is Mary Rawls, and I have been on the Big Brothers Big Sisters board for 4 years. I started in 2018. I work for Greenfield Cooperative Bank, and I'm the compliance officer here. The bank encourages people to work with the community in various ways. This is one of the ways I can do that. It's one of the ways I enjoy doing that. I am one of 3 board members that are bigs in programs. I have been matched with my little since they were in high school or in middle school, and they are now a senior in high school. I think I am that trusted adult for her that she can bounce things off of. And I'm that parent that gets to have fun with them, but without all of that parental duties and roles.
Mary
is invaluable to the fiscal responsibility and management of our agency. Our checks and balances really require someone on the board of directors to have strong financial background, like Mary, but also who understands the vast differences between business and nonprofit, financial management. The fact also that Mary's a big sister is incredibly impactful to looking at the big picture of financially how we function as an agency.
So Mary is like the heart of the Big Brother Big Sister board in Franklin County. She is there to participate in everything we do with the biggest smile on her face. And she's there for everyone and there for everything. We're really lucky to have Mary on our board. Not only does she come and help and give, she has that wicked brain that helps us with all of our details that we need answered. And she really helps make good decisions in the executive committee. We're really lucky to have her.
You can always count on Mary to show up, whether it's volunteering at an event we have, or needing to bringing her family to something that we're doing, or sharing a post on Facebook or social media. Mary's there for us 100% every single time. She just shows up in all of the ways that are important and all of the ways that feel minimal and not very important sometimes. She sees the value in the big picture. And is just someone you can always count on. If you need something from a board member, Mary can always be counted on.
I guess I would just like to help continue the good work that is being done by Big Brothers Big Sisters, and however I can help facilitate that.
And what would you say to someone who is thinking they'd like to serve on our board?
Come join us, it's lots of fun.
I have been on the board of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Franklin County for just about 3 years now, and yeah, that's it.
And who do you live with here in Franklin County, and do you have children in our program?
Yeah, so I live in Greenfield, which is in Franklin County, with my wife Sophia and our 2 kids, Raisa Bell and Izzy. Raisa is 11 years old, and she's currently in the virtual program at Deerfield Academy, but she is also very excited to meet her big in real life in April.
What brought you to serve on the BBBS Board of Directors?
So a while back, about 3 years ago, I guess, GCC and Franklin Federal First Credit Union were having a pitch competition to sort of pitch business ideas that you were working on. And at the time I was working on a venture called BusyBox, which I'm still working on now, but I've changed the name to BISO. And the whole concept of BISO is that it's a business in a box for kids. It sort of uses the same entrepreneurial tools that are used in higher ed, but to teach kids about entrepreneurship as well. And Jennifer saw me pitching there, and she was like, oh, this is awesome. Just sort of the energy and sort of spirit of what I was trying to do. She thought I would be a good fit for the board. So BISO is all focused on making and selling greeting cards. But cards, there's very specific holidays, and it's a product that people need to buy anyways, right? So there's actually a job that they're trying to do. So we started piloting a project with Big Brothers Big Sisters where bigs and littles, board members, even folks from retirement communities all colored and put the cards together, and then they were sold on a donation basis in different locations. My big dream for while I'm here is to figure out that widget, right? And not just for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Franklin County, but if we can figure out a widget that could work for every Big Brothers agency across the country, like that, to me, that seems like a game changer, right? I have an 11-year-old who's been in the program for just about 3 years as well. So I think that there's huge value for, I see it happening with my own kid. So that's one piece. And then the other, so the widget piece is something that I'm really interested in. And then the other piece is also sort of breaking down this like sort of stigma that like you have to be in desperate need to be in the program, right? Like my daughter wasn't in desperate need, but I can see how much it's helped her having a mentor, right? Like business people try and get mentors all the time. They're not desperate, they're not starving, right? But like there's huge value from just having mentors and people that are a little bit ahead of you. I see how much just talking to an older person that's not a parent has helped her.
So, wow, that was incredible. I applaud and congratulate the nominees. But for tonight, there can only be one winner. Other than the kids of Franklin County, congratulations to the board member of the year, Mary Rawls.
Congratulations, Mary. What a well-deserved honor. I'm so excited for you. This agency would be lost without your guidance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to all of our board member nominees. I am grateful to each and every one of you every day. Okay, our story began in 1967 when Big Brothers Association of Franklin County was founded with a grant from the Greenfield Community Chest, which would later become your local United Way. Our community-based program supports youth and young people ages 6 through 19. This program pairs carefully screened adult mentors with incredible youth. They get together several times a month to do activities that they both enjoy together, building strong and connected relationships, often for a lifetime. The community-based program also offers monthly mentor support group meetings and regular trainings for mentors and parents. And we also host monthly group match activities, and we often invite neighboring BBBS agencies to these activities to build internal connectedness and relationships webs across the Valley. Let's hear more from board member Jeff Terrell and see what he has to say as he introduces our community-based Bigs and Littles of the Year nominees.
Hello, I'm Jeff Terrell, and I know firsthand the power of having a mentor, as I was once a little in the Big Brothers Big Sisters of Franklin County Community Mentoring Program. Some of you may know me from the radio, and now as a thriving and successful adult, I also have the great pleasure now of serving on the Big Brothers Big Sisters Board of Directors and helping kids who are just like me achieve their goals. I reflect very fondly on the time I spent with my mentor. He helped me in so many ways. Jim Marriott was my big way back in 1976, and we were matched for 2 to 3 years. And what he gave me that was most significant in my life at that time was time. He spent all kinds of time with me. We did all kinds of things. Sometimes it was just simply spending time together, hanging out, popping popcorn, watching a ball game on TV. And other times it was the big stuff, going to the big city, catching a Boston Celtics game in person. But what mattered more was just that he gave me time and he kind of showed me the ropes. He kind of showed me the person that I could be just by spending time with me. And all these years later, all these decades later, I reflect very fondly on my time as a little with Big Brothers Big Sisters. It has impacted me even to this day. And it's for this reason that I am very proud to be here before you to present the nominees for Community Big and Little of the Year.
My name is Colleen Melnick. My little is Mariah. She's 9 years old and we've been matched for over 2 years. I knew becoming a big would change my life, but I just didn't know the level. I adore Mariah. I absolutely adore Mariah, and it's the best decision I ever made. Mariah calls the shots. I learned early on that I didn't have to come up with a game plan or with ideas. It just happens. She tells me what she wants to do. It could be anything from playing ice skating in my backyard to coloring, to it's whatever she wants to do, and we're never at a loss for anything to do.
And so Pauline, she's young and bouncy, and her and Mariah have a great time. They go sledding, they go ice skating, and it's really good for Mariah. So she seems, really happy, more happy, that she gets to go and do stuff with somebody else, that's younger.
I can see she has good leadership qualities. She likes to, I can see it. I can totally see this in her. That's one thing that sticks out whenever we're together. I just think she's a shy person at first, but when you get to know her and she's comfortable with you, her true colors come out, and she is just, that's one of the strong things that I can see that will get her places. And I'm like, I'm a big now. And he's like, isn't it the best experience ever? And it is. It's just, it's not work. I take it very seriously, but it's fun. I look forward to the years to come with Mariah. I feel that in my role with her, she has another adult, that can kind of help her navigate, through the growing pains of growing up. So I just look forward to seeing what she does with her life and where the future takes her and how I can be there to help her. It's just life-changing, absolutely life-changing every time.
It's something I've wanted to do for years, and both of my kids were bigs in a high school program. They were in high school and they were bigs to elementary school children. And they enjoyed it. I enjoyed the experience through them, and so that was what brought me to Big Brothers Big Sisters. Hi, I'm Nancy Reifenberg, and my little is Mickey Klempner-Sayano. We have been matched for a little over 2 years.
Hi, my name is Mickey, and I'm matched with Nancy.
I think my favorite thing about Mickey is she's not afraid to put herself out there. She is very willing to try new things, whether it's being in a school play or playing a new sport or going with me to something that she's never been to before. She's always willing to try something new and put herself out there.
Sure, yeah. I think, it's really fun when we're able to, in our enrollment process for bigs and littles, build upon shared and similar interests. So Mickey and Nancy both have this love of music and theater and live performance, and we matched them kind of based on that initially, and I think it really took off from there. And
I have watched her grow and mature, become so much more self-confident. When I first met her, she was afraid to make decisions and was always relying on other people to make decisions for her, and now she's so much more confident, has a clear path of things she would like to do, and is not afraid to ask for them. And I've just really enjoyed watching her grow and mature and become much more self-confident.
I really believe that Nancy demonstrated true just kind of patience and with her consistency, especially in the beginning of her match with Mickey. I think that it took some time, like many matches do, to kind of build that relationship and build that trust and that comfortable space to really begin to kind of explore your interests.
Even though I have friends to talk to, I have someone else that's there and I can always open up to. and like not be like pressured to, and like just have someone there, you know, and like someone that I can just spend time with alone without like my brothers and whatever.
Hello, my name is Jordan, and this is Joe, my big brother from Big Brothers Big Sisters. Tell me why you decided to be a Big Brothers Big Sisters member.
I have been working in the Franklin County community as a prosecutor for close to 8 years, and I finally have the time and the resources to kind of give back to the community that's kind of given me so much.
What do you and your mentee like to do together?
We like to play basketball right now. That's a big thing of ours. And we went to Celtics one time, sit courtside. And then I think Jordan's favorite so far was the Big E Fair. We went to in the fall.
It was really fun. Tell me about the first time you and your roommate met in person.
The first time we met in person, I brought my dog Dash. We took him on Greenfield, just talked, got some food, and went to Henry. Just kind of hung out, got to know each other, found out we liked the same music, the same movies.
What are some of your little character traits?
Very funny, very smart, does very good in school, he's working very hard. He's also a really good big brother to his little sister and his little brothers. And he's a great grandson and a great son to his grandmother and his parents.
I think that has been the best thing for Jordan, because Jordan needed a man in his life that would like show him that other people do care. And Joe helps him out a lot and stuff, and I think it makes Jordan feel really good.
Basically, he changed my perspective of my how I see people. It's pretty cool that he changed my life and everything.
Hearing about the impact that a match like the one between Joe and Jordan has is absolutely incredible. As a board member, getting to witness how this mentoring match has transformed both the lives of the big and the little is really why I volunteer at Big Brothers Big Sisters. Just seeing how Jordan's emotions when asked how his life has changed since being matched with Joe and how it's changed how he sees people is powerful. I can't wait to see what the future holds for them.
All of those stories were just incredible. Once again, congratulations to all of our nominees, Colleen and Mariah, also Nance and Mickey, and Joe and Jordan. And now, it's my privilege and honor to congratulate our Big Brothers Big Sisters community-based mentoring match of the year, Nance and Mickey.
Wow, what an incredible evening. Thank you to everyone for joining us, and congratulations to all of our nominees and especially to all of our winners. I am overjoyed at seeing all of that impact from 2021. We know that mentoring works. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little glimpse into our world that we get to experience here every day. I hope you leave us tonight and know that we are committed now more than ever to our youth. We will spend 2022 rebuilding and restabilizing so that our work can be here to support youth for many more years to come. If anything in tonight's program sparked something in you and you want to get involved, we would love to have you. We need mentors more than ever to help support our kids. We also have program openings that are coming up in the fall, and we're looking for new kiddos to get involved because we believe every single child deserves a mentor. We hope that you visit our website, bbbs-fc.org, to find out more about getting involved with us and other ways to support us. I hope we get to see all of you in person next year, but until then, thank you for joining us and good night.
To make a donation right now, visit our website, bbbs-fc.org, and click Donate.